What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's time is preparation video for England Rugby World Cup preparations as we get closer to the big event. Now England obviously have a few warm-up games beforehand as they approach the Rugby World Cup, and a lot of talk has been going on for England because England won the Cricket World Cup. Question is, can they win both by the end of this year? Will it be a double? I mean, they already made history as a country winning the cricket, soccer and Rugby World Cup. Can they do it again and lift this trophy as being only the second time winning the Rugby World Cup, and the second time really again that Northern Hemisphere teams wins this championship, because only England's done it since 2003. And sure, if we look at the team from then to now, a lot has changed, but we've seen a progression from 2019. We really have. They started off with a competitive campaign in the Six Nations. Yes, they lost to Wales and drew to Scotland, but they still showed a lot of improvement as to where they were last year. I mean, last year was a poor year for England. Fifth on the Six Nations ranking. They had lost the Test series 2-1 to South Africa. Then they started improving. November, they definitely were on the rise to improvement. I mean, they just missed out to New Zealand in one hell of a competitive game, and they showed a lot of improvement, beating South Africa over there, and definitely sparked a few talks here and there, because it was an English team that was developing and getting better and improving, and showing that they are here and we can't write them off just yet, because I mean, like we know, Saracens won the Champions Cup, so there's a lot of motivation and confidence behind them, just like there is with New Zealand and the Crusaders. So a lot is on the line for England, and I mean, the Gallagher Premiership, we saw a lot of the teams really show up and play some impressive rugby. So I think if they can keep the momentum that they currently have and continue to grow and develop, then by all means they can definitely get a shot at winning the World Cup, or getting close indeed. I mean, the quality in the squad that they have is truly brilliant. I mean, the depth there is great, and hopefully if players come back like Vinny Polo and all those guys, if Mario Itoje continues or his stride to come back as well, because obviously he was injured not too long ago. So he needs to keep fit and keep strong, keeping the likes of Owen Farrell, Youngs. I mean, there's quality within there, and I think Farrell's going to be the key point going into this Rugby World Cup. He's going to probably lead them through. Dylan Hartley, as far as I know, is still injured, so it will pretty much be him taking on the leadership role. And I think I couldn't pick anyone better, really, because I think he's top notch. He's had a good year so far, winning with Saracens. As I said, competitive Six Nations tournament, and now we've progressed into the summer tours, where England really need to show up. I mean, they've just dropped ranking to South Africa, went from back to 5th place, so they're going to want to fight back. They're going to want to show the world that they're not the joke, that they're here to stay, because obviously, whether you love or hate them, there's criticism, there's positive talks all around, but I think one thing's for sure, we can't write them out. Eddie Jones is a great quality coach, and he's taken England to another level when he arrived, when they weren't in the greatest of places. And yes, they had a dip in 2018 and 2017, but they're starting to regroup and focus again. And I think they might have peaked way too soon, but there's enough time to recover and rebuild and regroup. And I think that's what Eddie Jones has done with the management of John Mitchell and Owen Farrell. So I think they're in a good position, and the fact that they've got some great warm-up games, I think, is a total benefit for them, because having a competitive tour is definitely going to be a good motivation as you warm up. I mean, you've got Wales, you've got Ireland, and you've got Italy in the warm-ups. Now, obviously, Italy being the weaker one, but Wales and Ireland are going to be such a good test for England going forward. I mean, Wales, Six Nations, Grand Slam champions, 14-match winning streak. Can they break it? Or will Wales show dominance? Ireland, also, pretty much similar boat to England right now, is they've got a lot to prove. It wasn't a great Six Nations tournament for them. They've got the depth within the squad. They've got the players. I mean, not just last year they were dominating World Rugby, and now no one's really talking them up. So both England and Ireland will have a lot to prove, and I think that will be such an epic game to watch, to see how these two teams gel and cement within and see who will become victorious. So great warm-up games for England. I think it's a good strength for them to really kick off their Rugby World Cup campaign. Obviously, 2015 is a year they want to forget. World Cup in your backyard and you couldn't get past the group stage. They want to forget about it and they want to show what they're made of, how good they are, what the players' quality levels are, and how they're going to progress into the Rugby World Cup campaign. I mean, they can do it. They can do it. Only they need to really just adapt, focus, and take this World Cup to another level. Get past the group stages, then move into the big stage of the knockouts and the semis or quarter semis. It's anyone's game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's going to be one of the most competitive Rugby World Cups. So if England are wanting any chance at victory, they need to be competitive, they need to be alert, and they need to capitalise on errors or capitalise on opponents' errors. If I have to look at Southern Hemisphere, handling errors seem to be a big problem for us. So if you can capitalise on that, then by all means you're going in the right direction. So that's just my thoughts on the topic on England. I think they definitely stand a chance at doing it. They just need to regroup, refocus, and take these warm-up games extremely seriously as they build up to the Rugby World Cup. It's a World Cup. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. They just need to believe in themselves and take it to the next level. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think England has a chance at winning the Cup, or are they just going to walk out or get to the knockouts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you are new and turn on the bell notifications, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. It's big international season, so hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.